this is Ilina and welcome to another LDRS creative card video. In today's video, we will learn how to stretch our supplies, in this case our dies, and get more out of it. We're going to create actually stencils out of our dies and do some layering using the stencils. I'll be using the Perfect Petals layering dies, and I will die cut from stencil material. I have here pieces of mylar material, but you can use either masking paper or you can use cardstock too, so anything would work. I wanted to be able to reuse those at a later date, so that's why I had some mylar material and I cut out of that. So I got all of those except like that the little flower that you see the three pieces on the left. So let's get started. Now I am marking how the layers go, so I'm not fiddling with the second layer once I'm done with the first one. So I just added little dots using Sharpie onto the stencil. I am using pink Tutu hybrid ink and my ink blending brushes to add the first layer. So this is the largest, the most solid part. Just going all over it. Okay, so that's our first layer. This is the second layer. I lined it up so those little dots help me out. In case you don't want that black to smear if it's not completely dry, you can cover it with something or just erase it. I'm using post-it tape here to keep that little stencil in place so it doesn't move, and I covered it with it. So now for the center, there are also two layers for the center. So I'm using the positive here to make sure I know how to layer those. It's easier for me, it was easier to layer them on the positives, like how I will use the die cut, and then position the stencil, the homemade stencil on top of the image. So next here I'm using iced tea to add it first, and then the second layer I'll be using the darker brown. Okay, so there's our flower. So now I am covering the flower using the positive of that die cut, or you can just die cut a mask. I just used that the one that I die cut from the stencil material. And I'm stenciling in the leaves. I'm using Prickled Pear Perfection, and I will be stenciling 3 leaves. Just trying to figure out where I want those to go. Okay, and then one more. Okay, so there's our leaves, and does have a little bit more detail than the outline, so I'm just using the outline and that die cut, the positive, and just stenciling it a little bit more details there. You can see there are little openings on that die, so that allows that helps me so I don't have any ink outside the lines here. So I'm positioning the positive and negative, and you can see there are a few little holes, and I'm using the Fandango ink to add those with a blending brush. Okay, now I'm trimming the panel down to 4 by 5 1/4, and it's time to stamp the sentiment. I'm using the new Tulip stamp set. I'll be using the sentiment. I wanted my card to say, "Our friendship is beautiful." So first I'm stamping beautiful. I'm using the Raven Hybrid ink, and I'm pressing down using the STAMPendable tool to make sure that I have nice impression. Okay, we're done with beautiful. Now I will stamp that only our friendship is. I think that's straight there. I'll pick it up, and again using the same Raven Hybrid ink, I will stamp on the panel. Okay, now we just need to assemble our card. I'm using a card base made from craft ink, and I'm adding 3 layers of scrap heavyweight cardstock together to add dimension. You can use either foam tape or craft foam. I like using stack of cardstock, so it makes it sturdier and easier to go through the mail and make sure that it doesn't get damaged. Okay, this finishes our card. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to visit our blog for more ideas and more inspiration. And also give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and also click on the bell button so you're notified for every video we upload on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye!